Last year I turned 40, and these are things that I would not do again in my 20s and 30s. I would not get married. I met my husband when I was 24, and we got married when I was 29. At the time, I thought that this was like the ideal situation. I met the perfect age to get married. But what I realized was in the 4 years that we were married, I grew so much as a person. I graduated from business school, started my own business. I just became such a different person that I didn't feel like he was the best fit for me anymore. And I don't think I could have realized that at 29 when I said yes. If I could do it again, I would have allowed myself to have so much more growth in my life before I made a decision on a life partner. And it's really nothing against that partner specifically, but it was more about the direction that I wanted my life to take. My interests by 35 were unrecognizable to my younger self. And I don't think it would have been fair for me to take him on this journey if I didn't think that he was the right partner for the version of me that was to come.
All right. um, Shout out to this lady, you know what I'm saying, for recognizing who she was and the type of relationship she want to be in. But there's a couple of things that give away what's really going on in the situation. And what's really going on in the situation is that women need to have a certain influence in their life, right? When they're dealing with a dude and they don't get any inspiration from that man, no leadership, right? When they don't get any leadership from that man, it's very hard for them to grow with that man. You get what I'm saying? It really helps as a man when you understand fully your identity and your direction. And when you have an idea of your identity and your direction, a woman is able to grow with you instead of growing apart from you. You get what I'm saying? So the thing is, as a man, you got to have a certain level of masculine identity. You got to have a certain level of, I know who I am and I know what I'm doing. See, this is the reason why a lot of women get with guys that are a little bit older than them, right? Or you have situations where women are looking for a dude who is quote unquote already established, right? What they're really saying is that they're looking for a man that has arrived at his purpose, that has arrived at his identity, that has arrived at his direction, right? So she can choose and say, well, I like this guy's direction. I like the culture that he brings. I like the game that he provides. I like I like the way that he influences me to do different things with my life. I like the way he challenges me to make me better, right? So I can grow with him. So I can, because there's a couple of things that she says that exposes what's really happening, right? When she says take him on this journey, right? A woman should not be taking a man on a journey. A man should be taking a woman on his journey. And she has to choose and say, well, I see where this guy is going and I want to be a part of that journey. You get what I'm saying? Like she also says she grew so much in she grew so much over the 4 years and she became a whole different person. The reason why that happened was because that man that she got with didn't provide any real influence. He didn't provide any real leadership. The reason why she got married was that it was the right time to get married and it was the ideal situation. She said nothing about the man. She said nothing about her idea about the man that she was marrying. It could have been the type of situation where um she probably knew this dude. Both of them was in, college, or both of them was at a similar stage in life, and so they thought that because they were at a similar stage in life, and they had certain common interests and commonalities within that life, that it made sense for them to come together in a marriage, right? But what really makes sense is for a man to understand his direction and find a woman who sees his vision and sees his value, and then take her along for the ride, right? Take her along for the journey of his rise. And the thing is, as he rises, she will rise as well, right? As he gets further and further in his journey, in his path, in his purpose, in his direction, in his identity, she will also find who she is within that, right? That's the ideal situation. You're looking for a man who knows who he is. He's quote unquote established. He's quote unquote got his shit together, right? That's what they say. All that really means is that they're looking for a guy that has a direction that they can basically get with, that they can sort of latch on to, right? Because the thing with a woman is that you have to provide certain things to a woman based on who you are and what your direction is and what you're really trying to do with your life, right? You have to give her certain, like a structure and a boundary. And once she looks at that structure and boundary and she says, I like this. I like where this guy's going. I like I like the way he carries himself. I like his confidence, right? Because remember, a woman is about her survival, and she makes her decisions through emotions, right? Two things. A woman is about her survival, she makes her decisions through emotions. So she's going to want to find the guy that makes her feel secure, right? And she wants to be secure, right? Because she wants to survive, and she wants to feel like herself. But how does a woman feel like herself? A woman feels like herself in a masculine environment that can influence her to be the best that she can be. That's really how it happens. That's why so many women get with older men. That's why so many women get with even Pookies and Ray Rays, right? The reason why they get with Pookies and Ray Rays is because Pookies and Ray Rays know how to talk a good game to make it seem like they have their direction down pat. Because check this out. A Pookie and a Ray Ray in the neighborhood is gonna be talking mad shit like, yo, I'm that nigga, I'm that dude, I'm getting this money, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I got swag. I know exactly who I am. I wear my bandana like this, son. You know what I'm saying? I wear my Yankee fitted like that, son. And so they show these indicators of identity. They show these indicators of purpose. And when a woman sees that at a young, influential age, she'll just choose the Pookie and Ray Ray because the good guy, so to speak, right? The guy who's going to school and the guy who's getting his degree and working on things, he's still trying to figure it out. He's still letting education and society affect his identity. Whereas socially speaking, Pookie and Ray Ray is affecting society. Because when Pookie and Ray Ray leaves the house with his hat turned slightly off center to the side or to the back, or he wear his bandana like this, or he wear his jeans sagging, or he wears some type of, you know, some type of unique expression of his identity, he looks socially, he looks like the type of guy that knows who he is, that has a purpose, that knows what he wants out of life. And that's what a woman is attracted to, right? But when you just get together with a woman because, hey, we're both the same age, we're both uh, in similar careers, we both look at things the same way, let's get married. So, okay, that's cool because you guys been growing and right now you have a lot of similarities. But what she's looking for is not just similarities. She's looking for influence. She's looking for leadership. She's looking for game. She's looking for purpose. Because here's the thing, when a man finds his purpose and then he finds his wife or his woman or somebody that he can be in something with for a long term, he's able to influence her so she can grow within the structure that he has created. Because that's why you can give a woman a house and she makes it a home. That's why you can give a woman a sperm and she makes it into a baby, right? She takes the structure and boundary of that genetic code and she creates something else within that genetic code, right? But the bottom line is that there's always a structure, there's always a boundary, there's always a direction, there's always a purpose, right? Because the man is the source, and from the source you can give to the woman for her to enhance. So if you don't know how to influence a woman, if you have no influence over a woman, if you have no direction, first of all, if you have no identity, direction, or purpose, you can't influence a woman. You understand? She's gonna grow apart from you. Okay. And that's what's happening here. So the thing is, as men, we have to work on our direction, our purpose, our masculine identity. We have to know our direction. We have to let it, we need to have indicators that show, hey, I'm a man, I know who I am, I know what I want out of life, and this is what I'm about to go do. I'm about to go take over the world in this way. You with me or you not? All of those catchphrases like, oh, men need to get their shit together. I need a man that's established. See, the average insecure dude is going to say, oh, she's just a gold digger. She's not a gold digger. She's a woman that's looking for influence. She's looking for a man that knows who he is and exactly what he wants out of life so she can find her place within his world. That's what she's looking for. You understand? And with that being said, that's the exact reason why you guys need to go to masculineidentitymembership.com to create the life that you've always wanted in all aspects, right? When you know who you are, then you know exactly what you want out of life. And when you want out of life, you're able to influence any woman that you come across. So any woman that you want, you'll be able to influence her and show her, hey, this is my purpose. This is my direction. I'm going to give you the opportunity to be down with this. And so you can grow within the direction that I'm providing. All right. So it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Hope you're having a good day. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.